Yeah, it's story time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yeah, you see where I'm at, right? And look at him. The other day, I was at the house. I was making me some mountain trout, and I fixed me some mountain trout, some corn, and then I made me some noodles, for my little dinner and everything. So look at here. What happened was, my chest started hating me. So I figured, I'm greedy, so I was eating so much food and everything. And look here, I'm thinking that, that this mountain trout that got stuck down in my throat, and I got a cheap indigestion. So look at here.
No, they want me.
I say, let me call my daughter and tell her that my chest is hurting. So I said, maybe I have something going on with my heart, and everything. So look at here, y'all. I can hardly tell the story, but I'm going to tell it. So I said, come on to the emergency room. I said, maybe something going on with my heart, so I'm going to call the ambulance. Y'all. They came to the house and everything and checked my blood pressure. Blood pressure wasn't that bad, And so I said, okay, I guess I've gone on to the hospital. So they took me to the hospital and everything, and they ran all these tests and all this here. And when they got finished doing all that, y'all, look here, they come down to the emergency room, the lady sitting on the side of my bed. She said, well, we did our tests and everything, and we see that you have a cancer of the colon, and it has branched off to the pancreas. And what you're feeling in your chest is a blood clot. Now I'm sitting there looking at her like y'all looking at me. So she said, well, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you that? And I'm like, no, don't smoke, no, don't drink. They ask me all these questions. So okay, then she leaves. Then some other folk come in. They said the same thing. Well, did you hear your diagnosis and all this here? And I'm saying, yeah, I heard the diagnosis. They said, well, do you smoke? Do you drink? Look here, y'all. I went through the whole, do you smoke? Do you drink all day? Do you do this? Do you have metal in your body? Where did this come from? How come you didn't know? How do you feel? Did you lose weight? Y'all know I ain't had no life changes. I still had energy going. I still was feeling good. I still was having good days. I still was happy as I could be. And look at here. They still looking at me like, well, why you ain't flipping out? Why you ain't fell off the bed? And why you ain't dropped to the floor? And why you ain't screaming and hollering? And why you ain't doing? Because I'm looking at them like you looking at me. So I already knew I got to take get my sword out. So I called my daughter and told her, I said, bring me my Bible. So look at here, y'all. They finally bring me up in the room. Y'all see the room and everything. We're at and all this here. Y'all see all this here and everything. So look, I'm going to keep y'all updated, see what this going to do. But this was the problem. The blood clot that was in my chest and my lungs, that's what was feeling like I was having a heart attack. That's what worried me to come to the hospital and all this here. So we're going, the day they're supposed to be doing some type of colonoscopy or whatever, and seeing what's going on. But they keep saying, where did this come from? I don't know where it came from. I have no idea, y'all. Look, I don't even have no idea when it started, when it ended, because my life was still happy. I still was skipping right along, still eating, still doing this. And so now the problem is what's going to happen with homeboy. So I said, my daughter there, I said, tell him I'm in the hospital. I can't, I won't be attending to him today. So look at here, y'all. The phone rang last night. Here's him. I didn't even answer the phone, y'all. My daughter said, Ma, he said, what's going to happen to him? I said, I hope I don't never see him. I got my own ball of wax with milk, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later on the next video. Keeping you posted. I used to have mad respect for ministers until the Lord started showing me that they are people too. I mean, I put them on the highest pedestal because I did not realize that they were really people like everybody else. It took me a long time, y'all, to realize that the pastor, the minister, the evangelist, I just thought there was, something special. I just knew they were special till the Lord showed me. He put me in the presence of many of them. Hundreds of them. He put me in the presence of them to show me that they are mortal men just like you. And when I began to study them and see how they do and how they function and what look, after the services, you know, when they kick off the shoes and all this here and relax, I don't know. I just started realizing, oh, they are really people. They're normal, just like everybody else. They're not special like I put them on the pedestal to be. They are people. They have the tendencies to just not tell the truth sometimes. They have tendencies to manipulate you. They have tendencies to just do what they want to do because they're standing up there and they like prestige. Look, I did not realize, y'all. Look, you couldn't tell me, look, that they was not special. That God didn't put a special thing on them that nobody in the world ever had. I just thought to myself that, oh my gosh, they're carrying the cloth. They're sinless. They're beautiful. They tell the truth all the time. I can trust them. Till the Lord showed me. Now you can't. You trust no man. He said, put your faith in me. Curses the man that leaned on the arm of flesh, showing me all that is here, because I had them all on pedestals. I thought they were great men and women of God. And it turned out to be they're just men and women, just like everybody else. They are subject to fail, just like everybody else. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I get it. I get it. And I'm telling y'all, it seemed like I was around them and most of my friends with whatever was pastors or evangelists. So many of them was in my circle. And the Lord took his time spoon feeding me, showing me this one and showing me that one. And I seen so many things that was heartbroken. Broke my heart. Sometimes it bring me to tears, y'all, because I was so busy believing in certain people, thinking they was doing certain things. I remember one time the Lord showed me about this minister, beautiful person. I love her dearly. But she told me, she said, I don't read the Bible. I get the big Bibles and I look at the pictures. That's how I know that you know what the Bible talking about, because I looks at the pictures. Brought me to tears because so many people was following her. So many people was being in her presence, and she was just, you know, helping them out her way, telling them things her way. Weren't true things, but they were true to her. And the people believed her. Brought me to tears. I cried real tears. When the Lord started showing me this one, and that was a false prophet. I said, Lord, you got to be kidding me. Stop playing with me, Lord. No, they carry it. The Lord just showed me, no, they're not. No, they're not. That's why I talk like I talk, y'all. That's why I do like I do, because God did show me some things. And the Bible says, let God be true and every man a liar. And I believe God when he was showing me these people, showing me how empty they was, showing me wasn't nothing in their belly, showing me different things about these people. And let me tell y'all, it took me on a whole world spin, because I needed to know that this is not true what you think, girl. These people ain't who you think they are, child. Straighten up and fly right. Wake up. Snap out of it. And I thank God. And that's what I do and say what I say, y'all. Because I realized that these people are just people too. I'll talk to you later on the next video.